Did you know the very first thing you eat in the morning could be the key to unlocking better blood flow, more energy, and even stronger performance in the bedroom, especially after 60? I know that might sound surprising, but the truth is, most seniors are unknowingly starting their day in a way that restricts circulation to their legs, lower back, and yes, down there. If you've been feeling slower, weaker, or less confident below the belt, the problem might not be your age. It might just be your breakfast. Hi, I'm Dr. Mohit Jane, a board-certified urologist and men's health expert with over 25 years of experience helping men regain control over their energy, their strength, and their intimacy, without pills and without shame. I've seen it all, and let me tell you, when it comes to performance and vitality after 60, it's not just about testosterone or medications. It's about circulation, and more importantly, how you start your day. Today, I'm going to walk you through 4 simple, natural foods you can eat in the morning that have been proven to boost blood flow where it matters most. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive powders. These are everyday ingredients that, when eaten correctly, help restore the blood vessels, muscles, and nerves in your lower body. They can bring back morning energy, make walking easier, and yes, even improve your performance between the sheets. And stick with me until the end, because I'll be revealing one food combo that's been giving my patients results in less than 7 days. But before we jump in, if you're serious about improving circulation, staying independent, and feeling confident in your body again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because on this channel, Sage 70, we're all about giving smart, simple advice for seniors who still want to thrive. And if this video speaks to you, type a quick 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every response, and your feedback helps me bring you better, more useful content. Let's get into it, starting with one of the most powerful, affordable circulation boosters you probably already have in your kitchen right now. Number 1. Whole eggs, your morning muscle builder. I know what you're thinking. Eggs? Really? Yes, really. Whole eggs, including the yolk, are one of nature's most complete sources of nutrients, especially for men over 60 who want to restore blood flow and nerve sensitivity in the groin and pelvic area. I've had countless men come into my office complaining about weaker erections, numbness, or lower back tightness. And 9 times out of 10, they're skipping breakfast or eating toast and coffee with 0 nutrients. Whole eggs, especially when eaten within an hour of waking, provide your body with exactly what it needs: vitamin D, choline, B12, and leucine. These nutrients don't just help your brain, they help repair the muscles in your pelvic floor, which support erections, control urination, and keep you stable when you stand, walk, or climb stairs. That's not just sexual function, that's quality of life. I remember a patient named Mark. He was 69 and told me he hadn't felt morning energy in over a year. I got him to start his day with 2 boiled eggs, nothing fancy. Within a month, he told me, "Doc, I feel like something woke up again. I don't even need my hand to push off the bed anymore." That's what happens when you give your body what it's been missing. And the best part? You don't need supplements or fancy shakes. Just 2 whole eggs, yolk and all. Your circulation, your muscles, and your confidence will thank you. Number 2. Oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. Now, let's talk about a breakfast that supports blood flow from a different angle: your arteries. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a type of fiber that doesn't just lower cholesterol, it physically helps scrub the inside of your arteries clean. That means more oxygen-rich blood can make its way to your lower body, your legs, hips, and yes, even your penis. But oats alone aren't the whole story. When you top your oats with chia seeds, you're adding a powerful mix of magnesium, potassium, and omega-3s, nutrients that relax your blood vessels and reduce inflammation. That combination increases nitric oxide, improves blood flow, and enhances nerve response. What does that mean for you? More sensation, more stamina, and more confidence. One of my clients, Sam, age 72, was ready to give up on intimacy. He thought it was all downhill from here.
I had him ditch the sugary cereal and start eating warm oats with chia seeds, some cinnamon, and frozen blueberries. In 2 weeks, his hands and feet weren't cold anymore. In 4 weeks, he told me, "Dr. Jane, I actually look forward to mornings now." This simple breakfast doesn't just feed your body. It opens up your arteries and gives you energy that lasts. And the best part? It's easy to digest, especially for older adults. Just one bowl in the morning can make a major difference. Number 3, watermelon, nature's morning booster. Now, if you want something that works even faster, something that mimics the effects of popular ED medications without the side effects, then the next food is going to blow your mind. Watermelon might seem like a summertime treat, but inside that juicy red flesh is a compound called L-citrulline. When it's absorbed by your body, it turns into L-arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide, the same molecule that medications like Viagra work on. But here's the difference. This isn't a synthetic drug. It's fruit, and it works fast. For best results, eat watermelon in the morning on an empty stomach or right before your main breakfast. And don't toss out the white rind. That's where the L-citrulline is most concentrated. Slice it, chew it, or toss it into a smoothie. I've had men tell me their sensation returned within days. One of my patients, Bill, 66, joked, "Doc, something's definitely waking up down there." And he wasn't imagining it. He was feeding his body what it needed to open those capillaries and restore flow. So now you've got eggs to build muscle, oats to clean arteries, and watermelon to open blood vessels. But we're not done yet. The next food is warm, grounding, and ideal for stabilizing circulation and muscle activity first thing in the morning, especially for men struggling with balance, numbness, or low morning energy. Number 4, steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, the circulation stabilizer. This next one surprises a lot of men, but it might be the missing piece in your morning. Warm, steamed sweet potato sprinkled with just a pinch of Celtic salt. Not table salt, not processed white salt. I'm talking about natural, mineral-rich Celtic salt that contains over 80 essential trace elements your blood vessels and nerves need to function properly. Why sweet potatoes? Because they're loaded with clean, complex carbohydrates. They give your muscles the glycogen they need to fire without spiking your blood sugar. And when combined with Celtic salt, they help restore electrolyte balance, support hydration, and regulate nerve impulses, especially important for men who wake up feeling stiff, numb, or unsteady. I remember Thomas, 71 years old, who came to me complaining about aching legs and groin tightness in the mornings. Nothing seemed to help until I had him eat half a steamed sweet potato with warm water and a pinch of sea salt before his regular breakfast. 3 days later, he called me and said, "Doc, I actually stood up today and didn't even need to brace myself on the nightstand." It's amazing what your body can do when you give it real fuel. No sugar crash, no caffeine jitters, just natural energy that helps support circulation, nerve activity, and muscle coordination from the ground up. So if you're looking for a way to feel more grounded, more balanced, and more mobile in the morning, don't overlook this simple, warm addition to your plate. That brings us to the most important part of this entire video, because let's be honest, knowing what to eat means nothing if you're not going to take action. So now that you know the 5 best foods to restore blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and muscular function, what do you actually do with this information? Let's break it down into real, doable steps starting tomorrow morning. Here's what I want you to do. Not next week, not someday. Starting tomorrow, I want you to wake up and fuel your body like it matters, because it does. You're not just eating to fill your stomach, you're eating to support your circulation, strengthen your muscles, and improve your energy in ways that ripple through every part of your life, including intimacy, balance, and mood. Start by choosing just one of the 5 foods. Just one. Maybe it's 2 eggs with yolks. Maybe it's oatmeal with chia seeds and cinnamon. Or maybe you blend some watermelon into a morning smoothie. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to happen. Because the first hour after waking is the golden window. This is when your blood vessels are most open to receiving nutrients. This is when your nerves are ready to respond. This is when your muscles are begging for fuel. And if you give your body what it needs in that first hour, you're setting yourself up for better blood flow, better energy, and better function throughout the day. Too many older men skip breakfast or grab something sugary and processed, and then they wonder why their legs feel heavy, their energy crashes, or their confidence fades. You don't need more pills. You need better habits. And those habits begin with your fork. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Jane, I'm too old for this. Isn't it too late to see results? Let me be very clear. It is not too late. I've worked with men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who thought they were beyond help. But the moment they committed to changing their mornings, their bodies started responding. Slowly at first, but consistently. One man, Albert, was 75 when he started eating eggs and watermelon every morning. Within 10 days, he called me laughing. "Doc, I forgot what this felt like. I'm sleeping better, my legs feel light, and my wife, well, she's smiling again." That's the kind of change I want for you. And it doesn't start with a prescription. It starts with a choice. One simple choice to eat like your life depends on it. Because in some ways, it does. Circulation, strength, balance, intimacy, they all begin with how you nourish your body the moment you open your eyes. So here's your action step. Pick one of the 5 foods, prep it tonight, eat it within an hour of waking, and stay consistent. Don't wait for motivation. Let the habit build momentum for you. In a week, you'll feel the difference. In a month, you may not even recognize yourself in the best way possible. Now let's talk about something I think gets overlooked far too often: hope. Because when it comes to aging, most of the time, it's not your muscles or your blood vessels that give out first. It's your belief that change is still possible. And I get it. After years of trying different diets, medications, or empty promises, it's easy to feel like, what's the point? But I want you to hear me now. If you've made it this far into the video, that tells me something important. You haven't given up. You still care. You still want to feel good, be strong, and stay independent, and that means one thing: you've still got fuel in the tank. So let's recap the 5 simple, natural foods that can help restore circulation, strengthen nerves and muscles, and improve confidence for men over 60. Whole eggs, especially the yolk, for muscle repair and vitality support. Oats with chia seeds to scrub your arteries and reduce inflammation. Watermelon, rind and all, for nitric oxide and fast blood vessel response. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt to stabilize minerals, nerves, and hydration. And the final tip, use these foods in the first hour after waking to maximize results. These foods aren't magic, they're science. They speak directly to your biology, your aging circulatory system, and your nervous system. They nourish the muscles that support erections, balance, and bladder control. They energize the tissues that keep you moving with confidence. And most importantly, they send a message to your body: we're still in the game. I want you to remember something today. Aging doesn't mean shrinking. It doesn't mean fading or disappearing. It means adapting. And when you adapt with the right tools, you don't just survive, you thrive. You feel stronger in the morning. You breathe easier walking upstairs. You laugh more. You connect better. You don't just live longer, you live better. I've seen it over and over. Men who thought they were past their prime, suddenly walking taller, sleeping deeper, and saying, "Dr. Jane, I feel like myself again." So if no one's told you this in a while, you're not too old. You're not too late. And you're not alone. Your body still wants to heal. It's just waiting for you to give it the right fuel at the right time. Now, I want to be real with you. You might not feel a huge change on day 1. You might eat that bowl of oats or that boiled egg and think, what's the big deal? But stay with it. Watch how your legs feel by day 3. Pay attention to how you're breathing when you walk. Notice if your hands and feet aren't as cold. And yes, notice what's happening down there in the mornings. Because small habits done consistently lead to massive change. And for men over 60, the real battle isn't just about fixing something. It's about protecting everything you've still got. Your circulation, your mobility, your spark, they're still there. You just have to wake them back up. And if you're feeling skeptical, or if this is your first time hearing this kind of advice, I get it. But let me leave you with this. I've been working with men for over 2 decades, and time after time, the ones who improve the fastest aren't the ones with perfect routines or the best genetics. They're the ones who decide to begin. That's it. They begin. They try. They commit. They stay with it. So tomorrow morning, I want you to begin. If there's one truth I've learned after all these years working with older men, it's this. Aging doesn't steal your strength. It only asks if you're still willing to fight for it. And most of the time, we don't give up because of our bodies. We give up because we stop believing we can still change. But I'm here to remind you, you absolutely can. You now know 4 powerful foods that, when used right, can transform how you feel every morning. We're not talking about trends or marketing fads. We're talking about real food. Whole eggs, oats with chia seeds, watermelon, sweet potatoes with Celtic salt. Foods that fuel the deep systems that keep your body working the way it was designed to. These ingredients don't just help your circulation, they help your confidence, your mobility, and your mental sharpness. They support the muscles that control your balance, the nerves that help you feel, the vessels that deliver blood to every part of your body, especially where it matters most. And now you know exactly how and when to use them. Because let's be honest, your first hour after waking up is not just another hour, it's the foundation for your entire day. That one decision to eat smart, to fuel your body, to take 5 minutes and respect your health can change everything. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a gym membership or fancy supplements. You don't need to compare yourself to who you were at 30. You just need to begin. Begin with food that works for you. Begin with a commitment to not skip the first meal of the day. Begin with a belief that this next chapter of your life can still be powerful, strong, and fulfilling. So I'll ask you again, will you take that first step tomorrow morning? Will you make your breakfast count? Or will you let another day slip by hoping things will change on their own? You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, and more than anything else, you've got a choice. This isn't the end. It's the beginning. Your next act starts the moment you get up, walk into that kitchen, and feed your body like it still matters. Because it does. This is Dr. Mohit Jane, and I believe in you. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.